Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Oh, it's Saturday again. That means it's RimWorld, and it means CoffeeCam. We're all very, very excited for that. So the ultimate decision from virtually everyone was yes on pufferfish. We're going hard on pufferfish right now. Pufferfish is a thing. It exists. We're all just going to have to learn to live with it, and we're going to deal with it. Pufferfish is right up there in the corner, and pufferfish is here to stay until I say otherwise. So we're doing pufferfish now. Now, back to RimWorld. What exciting things do I need to be doing around here? Cat, welcome, welcome, welcome. What exciting, fantastic things do I need to be doing? Big thing would actually be turning off a lot of food. I think we're good. We're good on food right now. I have more food than we could possibly consume in a RimWorld play at this point. So this corn, okay, we're not sowing the corn. Good. We're just going to kind of run out of that. What season is it, by the way? It's the middle of summer. Okay. CK, welcome, welcome, welcome. And what are we putting in here? We are allowing soy. Oh, yeah, we're into narcotics now. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, yeah, we've got a drug operation going. Do I actually have the bench for that yet? No, not as such, no. On phone, so CoffeeCam is small for me. What's on your mug today? Today it is, I will turn that, and we'll get a better view of that. That is a Star Wars mug. Specifically The Force Awakens. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, Star Wars mug, this was given to me as a Christmas gift by a family member, knowing that I love Star Wars, and indeed I do. Dr. Avalanche, Spike Old Girl. So, yeah, hopefully the stormtrooper that's in front of your vision there, Cat, will make it a little bit more obvious as to what it is. And, of course, you've got pufferfish up in the corner, if you needed to know that. Hello and welcome to Dave's Coffee Cam and pufferfish later in the day games. Don't forget pufferfish. Pufferfish is very, very exciting. Medicine. Right. We don't have a lot of that. How's the old heel root coming along here, kids? 55% grown. That's not very good. Spike Little Girl says, yay for the Star Wars mug. I couldn't agree more. I completely agree with you. Let's get anything that we can harvested there in terms of heel root. So yeah, it's a Star Wars mug today. In fact, I'm going to take some of the coffee that's in my Star Wars mug and put it inside of me, because it's better when it lives inside of me. Hang on. It's an okay cup of coffee. I made a tragic rookie mistake with coffee today. Rookie mistake with coffee today. So I put in just enough coffee grounds for a couple of cups, because I'm just going to have the one cup, and then Mrs. Dave might want to have a cup, so I put some extra in there for her. But I did the water like I was doing a whole pot. So, because it's just out of habit. I'm usually making a whole pot. So, unfortunately, I've got a very somewhat diluted cup of coffee. I didn't see pufferfish. Yes, sorry, we're going to have to bring you up to speed. Dances with Sheep, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to have to bring you up to speed there, Mr. Kearns. Pufferfish is the thing now. Now, that is Penge's pufferfish. That is an object that he actually owns. That exists in his house somewhere. That is a real thing, and it is, by the way, a real pufferfish. Hurley, welcome, welcome, welcome. So it is a real pufferfish that he really owns, and it's a really dead pufferfish with googly eyes and a sombrero. And this, again, this exists within his house. So, you know, that. We're putting pufferfish on. My favorite person next to Dave and Coffee Mug and Pufferfish. That's a good group you've got together. It sounds like a superhero group. I'm going to just briefly move. Hang on. I'm going to briefly move Pufferfish around a little bit, because I see it's kind of blocking chat, and I don't want it to block chat. So I'm just going to, you'll see this 7 seconds from now, but I'm just going to tuck some stuff around here. Is that better? No, Pufferfish is slightly off-center. We need to correct that. Much, much better. Okay, we're back. Right. Pufferfish, yeah, there we go. Pufferfish is moving right now. Pufferfish is going, oh, drug lab. Right, I was going to make a drug lab. Right, because we're into that now. That's a thing that we do. So where's my... Have we not actually finished researching that yet? Oh, we haven't actually finished researching that yet. Never mind. We don't know how drugs work. Tiny Carbonaut, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Enjoy Pufferfish, Tiny Carbonaut. And also CoffeeCam. Everyone enjoys CoffeeCam. It's going to sweep the internet. It's the latest, greatest thing. It's going to be... I'm going to tell you right now, you wait about a week, everyone will be doing CoffeeCam. But we were here first. It's all not my fault, but it's a thing that exists. Long time no see indeed. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, the throne room. Right, that's a thing I was working on. I was actually working on our throne room. I forgot about that. Let's get that moving along there. Let's smooth these surfaces out a little bit. I knew I was doing something vaguely important around here. And then how are we kicking on stone blocks, guys? Not as much as I might like. 309 marble. I could probably do something with that. I could probably make something happen. Let me see what I can do with 309 marble. I'd like the fine marble tiles. Those are 20 a pop. Okay, well, what if we did like that and then one more like that? I'm kind of thinking like the throne is going to go right there, maybe. That's my goal. Pufferfish is great, but not better than CoffeeCam. You're exactly right. You're exactly right, Later in the Day Games, who goes by many, many other names. You were exactly right, because CoffeeCam is the best, and then Pufferfish. Why not Teacam? I don't drink tea. I just don't drink tea. I used to, back when I lived in England. When we moved to England, the very first thing my father did was teach me how to make a pot of tea, so that his son could make tea instead of him. It was kind of a forced labor thing, but I did also learn how to make tea. And then I drank tea forever, and I never, ever drank coffee until I finally drank coffee. And when I drank coffee, I said, oh my God, this is what I've been missing my whole life. And then I stopped drinking tea after that. Lisa C, Anna B, welcome, welcome, welcome. That's fun to say. Lisa C, Anna B. Lisa C. Annaby. Try it at home. It's really, really fun. Do it. Lisa C. Annaby. Lisa C. Annaby. That's really, really fun. We've got ambrosia. That's good, too, because that's other things we can sell to people that are worth a lot of money. So give me a growing zone, please, right there. And then turn off the sewing, and we'll get those when we get those. Pen should do a tea cam. You're right about that. Hang on. Coffee's going to live in my mouth. Yeah, not my best coffee. Definitely not as good as yesterday. Wow, yesterday was a good cup of coffee. I could imagine it being a pain living alone and having one arm. Yes, I could too. I have Mr. M, but sometimes it's basically like having one arm. Oh, that's funny. I liked that. That was good. Ayaka, come and talk to me. What's your intellectual like these days? Pretty good. Pretty good. And you're learning it, if not super fast, at least mildly fast. Mr. M. Oh, Mr. M is here. Mr. M. I don't know that we've ever had Mr. M in chat. Oh, now the sparks are going to fly. Yeah, Mr. M, that one hurt. Ooh, ouch. Ouch, yeah. Basically, you are one arm to her, and apparently, not even that sometimes. Welcome, Mr. M. I'm so excited. I'm very, very excited about this. I don't think, to my knowledge, we've ever had you in chat before. That is very, very good. I liked that. All right, back to RimWorld. I could probably play some RimWorld right now. I'm getting a little overheated. It turned out to be warmer today than I thought. I may have to take my sweatshirt off. Not in a creepy way. I just might have to take my sweatshirt off and go to the t-shirt instead. All right, mine all of that steel out. We're getting lots and lots of good steel here. I think Pench did a T-cam during a Christmas Advent Calendar video series. Oh, I might have missed that. I don't think I watched those. I saw them. I saw them pop up. I was just watching his Sheltered 2 earlier before I started streaming. I haven't watched much of it, but I watched a little bit of it. Do we have any wood? Yeah, we have a little bit of wood. We should get some more wood. Oh, there's lots of good trees right here. Lots of good stuff going on. Let's get all of this cut down to begin with. Then we can get those braziers fueled up. Cat was not serious about throwing things at Mr. M. I think everyone appreciates that. Okay, go to my research screen. Let's get Psychite Refining, because we're going to need that sooner rather than later, and it's pretty easy to get. I also noticed, guys, we've left a bunch of money out here. Anyone want to go get the money that's sitting around? You're playing horseshoes. No, don't play horseshoes. That's silly. Go get the money. You're cooking, and Feng, you're harvesting. Why don't you stop harvesting and go get that money instead? I think it would be better. Just finished a Shelter 2 just in time for you live. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming over here. Yeah, I was just watching his before I started. And enjoying that. I was actually waiting for him to play Sheltered 2. I was looking forward to that. Because I liked his Sheltered, or his original Sheltered. I was going to say Sheltered 1, but his original Sheltered, if you will. Diver, we are working on you. And we are recruiting you. 1.6 resistance remaining. Now, that'll be 6 colonists. That's way too much for RimWorld these days. I'm going to get a call. Democracy or communism? How about, now I go with the whatever you feel kind of thing. Tiny. I go with a whatever you feel. Sound like I'm famous around here. Well, to a degree you are, Mr. M. I mean, M keeps saying things about Mr. M, and we haven't had Mr. M in here. Now you're here. We're very excited about this. So welcome, first of all, and please, chit-chat. We like that sort of thing. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I'm very excited to have Mr. M here. Now, if we can only get Mr. Mel here, we'll have a complete set. Bobcat, welcome. All right. Now that I got the thing researched, I can make the lab. Yeah, the lab. I want that. Where do I want to put this? I actually kind of want to put it, say, right there. That's actually a really good spot for that. And then get me a chair of some sort. What am I doing for cloth and leather and whatnot? I've got some cloth. I could make some cloth. I'm going to make an armchair. We're going to give these guys something comfy to sit on. Put an armchair right in there when you get a chance, please. This is a Dave-ocracy. Exactly. Yeah, later in the day has got it. Yep, it's a Dave-ocracy. It's not a democracy around here. It's not anything. I'm welcome to take opinion, and then I just sort of override it if I feel like it. It's a Dave-ocracy. So there is the ocracy part. We do welcome opinions, and sometimes those opinions and mine match, and sometimes they don't. How am I sure it's really Mr. M? It could be an imposter. You're absolutely right, Mrs. M. Or M, actually. Just M. Yeah. Mrs. Dave, and then just M. Hang on, more coffee in my mouth. You should go and check him. You should go and see if Mr. M is frantically typing on his computer. That way you'd know for sure. I know we already traded with you. I'm wondering if we need anything else from you, seeing as we've got all that money. No, they're leaving anyway. That's fine. That's very... Coffeeism. Well, that's more of a philosophical bent, Tiny. That's more of a philosophical thing. You're really talking... You're getting into the spiritual realm there, rather than the political realm with that. So, coffeeism, absolutely. But you're saying that like it's Taoism or Buddhism. Yeah, a Spike Little Girl wants M to go check. I think we all want M to go check. I think we all just become very, very concerned about this. Let me, what kind of walls are these? Slate? Do I have any of that? I do. All right, do a slate door up here. A nice little slate door. No, not a slate wall. A slate door. No, that's limestone, Dave. A slate door right there. And then if we could actually, Beasley... You are... Oh, you're going to go put a fire out. Probably not, like, top priority, man, because it's pouring rain out. Instead, could you refuel these, please? And Ayaka, you're researching. Feng, you're eating. Okay. Would Todd the Spicy allow coffeeism in the cult? It's implied, Spike Little Girl. It's implied. Fun fact, you accidentally throat punched me. Oh, this just keeps getting better and better. Jason Solo, welcome. You are going to drink it all in the first 20 minutes of the stream. I always do. Otherwise it goes cold. And that's no good. That's no good. Nobody wants cold coffee at all. So no, I absolutely am going to drink all of it in the first 20 minutes. I have no particular access to any more, unless Mrs. Dave is very, very kind and says, I will get you more coffee. But, you know, Mrs. Dave's got other things going on in her life. So can we get back to the throat punching, please? Because Mrs. Dave punched me in her sleep once. It was a very exciting moment. I was sound asleep, and she just leaned over and punched me square in the nose. I don't mean she sort of nudged into me while she was sleeping. I mean she hauled off and just belted me in the nose one night. It woke me up. Nobody is surprised by that. I was woken up to being punched by Mrs. Dave. And we've laughed about that ever since. And then I'm also a little bit scared at the same time. It is the real Mr. M. Also went to check just in case. So it is in fact a true fact that you punched Mr. M in the throat. That is hardcore, M. This is why M wields the blue wrench. Because M ain't playing. Alright? M ain't playing. That blue wrench is a sort of iconographical throat punching. That's what's going on there. Todd the Spicy allows anything that isn't cake worship. Yes, and just to be clear, cake is fine. Cake is fine. It's just not to be worshipped. It is not a tool of spiritual redemption. It is just yummy. That's all. Just yummy. Beasley, could we maybe get this other one done as well, man? Just both of them would be good. Maybe grab enough wood for both next time, okay? Okay, that would be great. Diver, how are we doing on the whole Mike Tysoning you into loving us? 0.6 on Diver. Excellent. Yeah, no, don't mess with them, Cat. Don't ever mess with them. No, throat punching. Throat punching. We have such a varied cast in chat. I mean, M's punching people in the throat just randomly. Sally Cat has dissected human brains with a laser. I have the greatest collection of viewers. I have villains. I have like comic book villains in my chat. I don't know much about what you have done with RimWorld. This is pretty early days in this colony. We re-rolled this recently, and so far so bad. We've had one colonist kidnapped. This particular run, RimWorld doesn't seem to want to let me get above 5 colonists. Every time I get above 5, one of them is either killed or abducted. I may have possibly sold one into slavery. We're not talking about that right now. Almond, can you go check to this guy whose name I can't even pronounce? He probably doesn't have anything cool to trade. Although I say that, he might have some medicine. He might actually have some medicine. That's not the worst idea. Can you make a slave camp and make a form of propaganda? Well, I've already sold one guy off into slavery. That's about all we're going to do. He wasn't even worth that much when we got right down to it. I'd like to deal with the low medicine thing, and we've made no moves to build my wooden drug lab. I would like us to be doing that. Do we need even more wood? We might. Are these still... Yeah, those are still earmarked to get chopped down. That'll be fine. Messing with them equals throat punching. Yes. And messing with Sally Cat means your brain gets dissected with a laser. Ooh, okay, you do have some medicine. Not much, but I will take it. Let's get rid of anything that we can to make up for that. I wouldn't mind having the money. That's about all you got, isn't it? How about I sell you pants? There we go. Now I get 1 gold back. Have this t-shirt too. All right, I wanna get all of your money. I can make more clothes. That's the easy part. Almond, could you actually just grab that medicine, please, so it doesn't stay out in the rain? I respect your decision to sell someone into slavery. Did you sell them to the USSR? No, we sold them to just a random bunch of people who wandered by. Yeah, it was Tom, Spike'll Go. You're right. Tom was really, really useless. Like, extra useless. Not even just useless, but actually a drain on the community. So we did sell him. We did sell him. We didn't, you know what, I think in my defense, at least I didn't harvest all his organs before I did it this time. I've been known to do that in the past. We all know that. Chat is very chill in general. I do use it to banish spam from robots. Yeah, you do. You are hardcore on that. You do not mess around. You grab the bots way faster than I do. Hang on, more coffee is going to live in my mouth. Oh, that's good stuff. I mean, it's not as good as yesterday's coffee. Messing with me equals 6-hour long me talking about nothing at all. So you can basically make me disappear from chat. Yeah, M can. Mr. M, you can be disappeared. Yeah, you can go. It can be like Big Brother, never existed. You become an unperson. Yep, she can permanently ban you. Faster than I can too, because she's sitting there. I would have to like do things to go and ban you. That's a whole other laptop that's sitting off to my right there. Yeah, I would not mess with her if I were you, Mr. M, because she will punch you in the throat and then ban you from chat, which I'd prefer she didn't do. I'm very happy to have you here. I'm very excited about this. So if we just get Mr. Mel, then I think the pack is complete. My little legion of supervillains is complete with all of their appropriate significant others. What could I... we're all kind of taking a nap. All right, I'm going to blaze through the night here. Let's get this moving a little bit further on. A type of person who would do well with a nemesis. Part of me hopes you get an annoying chat member who is a worthy adversary. I like that idea. I mean, I don't like the idea of having an annoying chat member. Could literally throat punch you out of chat. Yes. I wonder how many potatoes Tom has harvested so far. Many, Tiny, many. Harriet and Charlotte, welcome, welcome, welcome. Always good to see you guys back. Welcome, welcome. Very welcome to have you here. I love seeing you guys come in. Oh, we're finally getting my door done. Good. We're reasonably excited about that. How are we doing on... Are we making any more stone blocks? Got some limestone. Could make about 10 tiles out of that. I'd give that a shot. See what I can do here with some limestone fine tiles. Can get that. Yep, can get that. And probably not that. Maybe. Maybe. All right, and then I'll just figure out what I can do with the rest of that little patch there. What if I got a lot left over of... Not a lot. Yeah, let's see if we can do that in slate. I should have enough to do that. Give me a fine slate tile right there. So in the throne room, at least, everything will be nice. Everything will just be delightful, and then we can actually work on a throne. That'll be even better. And let's get some duplicates of these set up. Build me a copy there, and then if it's a throne room, they're going to need columns. So get me a column. If we can just tuck these up in this corner, that would be great. I also just realized I didn't turn my speakers down. Let me do that. There we go. All right. What was my move? Oh, we need more trees chopped down. That's kind of what I was thinking with that. Yeah, we're kind of vaguely working on that. Then we should start to think about a wall. It's not even going to be that bad to do. Backing us up to the mountain like this is not that bad, although I really should close off that area. I should really close off that area. How about we closed off that area? Just give me a simple steel wall, please. That'll do the trick just fine. Steel, 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 steel wall, and a steel door. Go right there. That'll keep people out. How long till you get another colonist? That'll probably be Diver. Diver's pretty much ready to be converted at any moment. 0.6 resistance remaining, and we've already converted him. So he already believes in what we believe in. That'll be nice and simple. He just jump right into all of our ideological things. It's me, isn't it? It might be. There's one member who I don't appreciate that pops by once in a while. Can't ban people willy-nilly. Well, I mean, you technically can. I mean, I would prefer you like maybe said, hey, do you want me to ban this person? Like I did when I was moderating Penge's chat. Okay, I actually didn't consult with him. I felt I knew his wishes. So I banned people willy-nilly in his chat. I didn't ban people. I put... there may have been some timeouts that I issued. There may have possibly been some timeouts that I issued, but okay, you know what? Everything I just said is a lie. M can do whatever M wants because M's got the blue wrench, and I certainly did it when I was in Penge's chat. I absolutely took control of the blue wrench. I came into chat going, yeah, blue wrench is here. Let's all behave now, people. Willow, welcome, welcome, welcome. Retail therapy. Oh, always a good idea. Always a good idea. I noticed we've got the neutro amine out here. Let me just... What are all these storage things set up for? What are we doing here? Is that body parts? Yep, that one's body parts. This is also body parts. This is what? Raw resources. Probably the drugs. Yep. What are we putting in here? Are we putting... We're putting drugs. How about something just for neutro amine? That might be a nice idea. You're doing medicine, and you're doing medicine. Okay, I'm going to need some more shelving then. Got one for cloth, or I could just make one of these into... Okay, here's what I'm going to do with this. I'm just going to slightly rearrange this. So, none of that, actually. And this is actually going to be for neutro amine. Put that in there, and then take neutro amine off of here. Oh, we're already not doing it in there. Fantastic, good. We just didn't have anywhere else to put it. And then I'm just going to set up maybe another bed. How do I think? Okay, I know exactly how this is going to go. Hang on. I'll be back to chat in a sec. Let me just do a quick stockpile zone here like this. And this is going to be for those raw resources. How do you even get a blue wrench? I always thought it was a real-life friend who did it. Oh, no, I can just designate anyone as a moderator. I'll quick right-click on your name, and I can designate anyone as a moderator. I forget why we gave M the blue wrench, but it was very important at the time. So Penge and M have the blue wrench in chat. I know why Penge has it, obviously. But, I mean, we just trade back and forth. He moderates me, I moderate him. And I take total control over when I moderate him. But I don't remember why we gave M the blue wrench, but it was very, very important at the time, I think. And anyway, it seems to have worked out, so we're just leaving it as is. It seems to be working out very, very well. So psychoid leaves, smoke leaves, and hops can go in that zone, please. In that zones. I want the word "but" to be not flagged. Yeah, exactly. Have you played Gas Station Simulator? I played the prologue of it, didn't I? I played the prologue of it, so I did just a couple of episodes on the prologue of it. I haven't gone back to it because the channel is a little bit stacked right now. I'm a little bit packed with stuff, and then there's stuff coming in November that I really, really want to get up on the channel. But I definitely did the prologue. I enjoyed it. I could probably have lived without some of the features of it. But overall, I liked it. Overall, I liked it. There was some things that I like, I could do without that. But overall, it was pretty good. There's a playlist on the channel. It's only 2 videos, but it's all of the prologue. Hang on, coffee. Oh, coffee is already getting lukewarm. This is very, very sad. Very sad. Lord help us all, the woman has a wrench. She's had a wrench for a while, Mr. M. Apparently, she doesn't need a wrench to deal with you. She can just punch you straight in the throat. So, God bless you. I mean, all Mrs. Dave has done is just punch me in the nose. She hasn't gone for the throat punch yet, although I'm sure at some point she probably will. Because this is me every day. She has to put up with this. You should host calls on Discord where you can talk to fans. It's a thought. It's a thought. Maybe we could do that for some kind of like special event or something, some sort of milestone or something. I feel I'm talking to you guys right now. I love hanging out with you guys on Fridays and Saturdays. This is like the highlight of my week every week, is getting to hang out with you guys. So yeah, maybe for some sort of like special event or some sort of special milestone, we might do that. Let's see if I can convince Mrs. Dave to do another live stream with me when we hit 10K. If we're all still alive at that point, if we haven't died of old age. Sorry, was that self-deprecating humor? It's kind of my thing, if we're honest. It's kind of my thing. What games are you looking at adding soon? I want to buy Sim Airport. I'm having so much fun with Sim Airport. Way more fun than I thought I was going to have. Once I got over the initial hurdle of understanding the basics, it's a really fun game. Now, here's the thing with Sim Airport, Hurley. It's a lot of walking away and letting the game run. So bear that in mind. I have walked away for like half an hour just to build up money. So it's a lot of waiting to get money, doing things, waiting to get money, doing things, that kind of thing. But I've really, really enjoyed it. Tiny, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much. I hope we'll see you again very, very soon. So yeah, that's Sim Airport. It's a lot of waiting around for money to come in. I think obviously Recipe for Disaster, that's coming out very, very soon. And we all know if I get my hands on another restaurant sim or bar sim, then yeah, we're going to go ahead and put Recipe for Disaster up on the channel. Trying to close out a couple of things, but some things just won't ever go away. And of course, YouTuber's Life 2 just started. We're still well into Sheltered 2. So there's a lot. There's only so many spaces during the week. This is it. And I like to try, it's very, very hard to do, I like to try and leave room for little one-offs. Little one-shot things like, hey, here's a look at this game that I played. Where it's not going to be any kind of series, it's just going to be a quickie kind of thing. So it's very, very tight. I mean, there's 7 days in the week. That's it. That's all I've got. And there's just not enough room for all the very many games that I want to play. Can't wait to watch you burn it to the ground. Yeah, I know. That's going to happen immediately. I am looking forward to it, though. I mean, we played the demo of it on Livestream, and we had a lot of fun with that, and it's only seen way more development since then. And now I was kind of just checking out their Twitter recently. I guess there's a sort of a campaign mode now. So there is sort of a goal that you can go through, like 5 levels of a campaign mode. So I'm probably going to do that just so we have a defined beginning and end. But I am very much waiting to do that. I think the 10th of November on that, I believe. So that's going to be here like sooner than we think. And I'm trying to wrap some stuff up. I think probably Sim Airport will be the most likely thing that gets wrapped up first, because it's not that we're coming to the end of it, because there really is no end to it, but we're coming to the end of, can I make this interesting? Because a lot of it is just waiting around for money, as much as I love it. And it is a wonderful little ant farm. Just watching the game tick by is actually very, very entertaining. There's a few things I want to do, and actually the one that's coming up next is kind of a crisis point one. I'm actually going to really need some help from the comments on that one. Mel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to need some help from the comments on the next Sim Airport, because it's kind of, I don't know what I've done wrong at the end of it, but the airport is kind of grinding to a halt. I have some ideas of what I've done wrong, but as usual, I'm kind of an idiot. I may or may not have broken a few traffic laws to get here in time, as long as you didn't get caught, Mel. As long as you didn't get caught. Now, Mel, this is very, very exciting. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad. This is very exciting. Huddle up. Huddle up, Mel. I know you just screeched into your driveway, but huddle up here. We have actually in chat, I believe for the first time ever, Mr. M. Mr. M. Okay, actually in chat. So now there is an outcry for Mr. Mel. This needs to happen now, so I can have sort of like a Super Friends team or something. So Mr. M actually in chat, being very, very quiet at the moment because M apparently punches him in the throat on a regular basis. Just wakes up in the morning and punches him in the throat. Remember to lick the stream. Tastes like accidental throat punches. Yeah, you say accidental, and I put air quotes around accidental. Yeah, no, seriously, Mel. Seriously, Mr. M is in chat. Somewhere. I don't know where. I'm sure M... Well, I say I don't know where. It's possible that M may have just punched him in the throat. So he may be down on the ground choking. But somewhere around here is Mr. M. So now we're all waiting for Mr. Mel. Yes, the infamous Mr. M is exactly right. So Mrs. Dave has been here, and now Mr. M is here. So we're all waiting for you now. It's all on you. How are we doing on Diver here? Are we gonna make this happen anytime soon, Sparky? Nope. 0.6 again. How are we doing on Wolf? How's your... Oh, yeah, you are almost converted. Yeah, you don't like your ideology at all anymore. What is Mr. Willow cut class? Well, I think, Willow, you've made it abundantly clear that Mr. Willow ain't coming. I've given up on Mr. Willow. I've given up on that one. As much as I would like that, I've given up on that one. So if Mr. Willow's here, he will be more than welcome. Don't annoy M, because she might punch Mr. Willow in the throat. Hen's teeth will happen first. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alrighty, fair enough. Back to the whole RimWorld nonsense here. Ooh, got way more medicine now. Good. Good. I got my little low medicine thing turned off. Plenty of food for the animals. Everything's actually going remarkably weirdly well. Beasley, what are you off to do? You're off to bed. Okay, that's less constructive than I might like it to be. Hang on, the last of my coffee is going to live in my mouth. I'm very sad now. And it's only lukewarmish, too. Oh, yeah, that is less than pleasant. Less than pleasant there. So, M, on a day-to-day basis, would you say that you... I'm just looking for an over-under here. Would you say you punch more or less than 5 people in the throat? More or less than 5 people? I'm just an over-under. I want to get kind of an idea of your day. Do you wake up and just start punching people in the throat? Oh, hang on. Quest available, chicken sitting. Oh, that's funny. Hang on. What's going on here? Take care of his pet chicken Taboo for 12 days. Okay, yeah, we could probably do that. It's not any great reward. I'll take the 66 gold to hang on to a chicken for a few days. Yeah, why not? Where's your chicken, dude? Okay, Taboo. I should probably tell you where to live. Where should you live? Oh, hang on. Go, Frenzy. No, this is all fine. This is all fine. Where'd Taboo go? You're not in a pen. Is anyone halfway decent at animals that can go just grab this chicken, please? 3. No. Ayaka. No. No. Right. We're not actually not very good at animals. Could you... No, allowed pens. Really? I didn't put chickens in here? Hang on. Let me adjust this for chickens. Go ahead and... Animals. Yeah. Oh, I didn't say chickens. Okay. Well, chickens can go live in there then. Everybody can have chickens. Everybody can have chickens. Mr. Mel joining chat will have the same day Mrs. Dave takes over the channel. I am of the opinion, Mel, that Mrs. Dave took over the channel ages ago. I know there's a far bigger fan base for Mrs. Dave. At least he's in the Patreon role. Very true, Willow. Very, very true. I'm working on updating those to reflect new, awesome, amazing people. So those will be updated very, very soon. I'll do another clips thing at the end and update that role. Accidentally in my dreams, it's over. I am missed a lot, but apparently I'm being licked by strangers. Wow. So, Mr. M, Mr. M, huddle up. Now, you won't know the huddle up thing, but huddle up. It's a thing we do when I'm very concerned about things. Did you, Mr. M, come here. Mr. M, come here. Did you run that sentence through any sort of filter before you typed it? Just throwing that out there. Did you, at any point, maybe go through an editing process, or at least get it proofread in any way before you unleash that? You just went ahead and typed that out. You're being licked by strangers. again, maybe just run that by someone. You know who to run it by? M. Run that by M. She's got the blue wrench. She's got the blue. And if it's not an acceptable phrase, or possibly you may want to rewrite that to reflect your thought process rather than the thing that you just said about being licked, then she'll be happy to punch you in the throat. Yes. Hang on. I've done psychite refining. Just filter that one. That see, Mr. M, come here. Now you learn the secret of chat, which is things come out of your mouth and they made more sense when they were inside your head. This is what I've been doing for years on the channel, and now you're experiencing it for the first time. Apparently I'm being licked by strangers. And it sounded really great in your head. I know. I've been there, man. I've done it. I've been there. I've done that. It sounds great in your head when you say it. And you're like, this is a perfectly appropriate thing for me to utter. And not udder, not like the milk cow thing. Utter with a T. Two T's, actually, if we're going to get technical about it. But then it comes out of your mouth, and you're like, why did I say that? So welcome to our world, Mr. M. I think this is a sizable introduction for you. What do I want to be researching? Let's go something. You know what? Noble apparel, because we're getting to the point where we need that. The chicken's been corralled. That's very good. That's very good. So the chicken is in there now. We've got plenty of sleeping spots for the chicken. The chicken will probably be fine. There's plenty of food for the chicken. Go frenzy, taboo, and there's more fire. That's fine. That's a forced weather thing, but it's very, very easy to deal with. How's the heal route? 84%. Aha! Wolf has been converted. Okay, Wolf, we're going to turn you on to recruit then. It'll take a little while. 16 on that. We might get Diver, though, pretty much immediately. This will probably kill his resistance. We have... Oh, he's already joined. All right, there we go. All right, he's already in. Never mind. Okay, Diver's in. Great, good, cool, excellent. I'm going to clip that sentence and put it as my ringtone. It means like the stream. This is why I don't invite you. Mr. M, this is why you get punched in the throat. Because things like that come out of your mouth. Welcome to my world. Welcome to chat. You're going to fit right in. You are going to do just fine around here, let me assure you, sir. What was I doing? Oh, Diver. Right. Let's get you a bedroom assigned for a start. This can be for Diver. Now, Diver, what is it that you think you do around here? Let's get your ones where they should be. You're actually decent at wardening. Okay. You're hunter, but you don't have a weapon. We'll figure that out soon enough. I don't actually think I have any good weapons for you. Actually, it's because I don't actually... Wait, have I actually not done machining? Are you serious? Have I actually not done that yet? I have done machining. I just haven't done gunsmithing. Why don't I have a machining table? Why haven't I done that? That seems very odd of me. Oh, hang on, Diver. There's a pistol on a chair here. Yeah, go grab that. That'll do you fine. People probably watch YouTube naked. Yeah. Yeah, chances are. Not my channel. No. If you're looking for, sensuality, let me assure you, you are in the wrong place. Let me assure you very clearly, this is not the right channel for you. Which is odd, because my most viewed video is called Adult Entertainment and has big censor bars and people think it's spicier than it is. Okay, everyone huddle up. So, the 34K view video, which my most viewed video ever, is on Crossroads Inn, and it's called Adult Entertainment, and there's big censor bars up over people to kind of, you know, get you to click on it and go, oh, haha. My retention on that is about 30 seconds when people realize it's not pornography, it's actually just another guy playing Crossroads Inn. I'm thinking of taking it down because it's killing me. It's absolutely killing the retention rate on everything else. So yeah, if you were, okay, look, I know, Mr. M, you have an issue with naked cultists. We've had long discussions about the naked cultists. Hang on, Mel, I got to approve that. Oh no, M's already approved that one. M was right into that one. Oh, this conversation has taken a turn south. All right, so what was I talking about? Oh yes, Mr. M and the naked cultists. We know you have experience, I guess, with nudity around the M house, the House of M. It sounds so much cooler when you say it like that. You guys should totally call your house the House of M. Oh my god, that is so cool. Please call your house the House of M. Yeah, absolutely. Please do that. So we know that you have experience with nudity. However, this is not a sensual channel. No, this is not one of them. What is it? ASMR, AMSR things. I'm still not 100% sure what that means. Wait, am I the only one wearing pants right now? No, Bobcat. I can confirm that I am indeed wearing pants. Yeah. Does a towel count as clothes? Depends where you're wearing it, Hurley. The legality of that depends exactly on where you're wearing that towel. You watch the whole Crossroads series. I love Crossroads, and it was fantastic. That particular video has... I actually weirdly did too well on the title and thumbnail. I actually did so well that it's hurting the video because the wrong people are clicking on it. They think it's some sort of pornography, and it's actually just another schmuck playing games and talking about it and trying to be entertaining. Swift Bananas, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hurley's wearing shorts. Willow is fully clothed. Good. Okay, everyone seems to be broadly dressed. Good, good. So I think our takeaway from this stream is that we all can dress ourselves, which is encouraging. It's very encouraging. Not a sensual channel, but pants are optional. Pants are always optional. Yes. Now I happen to be wearing pants, and it appears that most of you are, except for Hurley, who might be wearing a towel, but is indeed wearing shorts. Cat has a hat on. Wait. So you're cat in a hat? Are you really cat in a hat? Are you telling me right now you're cat in a hat? Is it a big, like, long hat with stripes on it? Please tell me you're cat in a hat. I'm already excited. RimWorld, I should probably be playing that briefly. There's probably people who are already starting to dislike me going, could you actually play some RimWorld and shut up? Except I don't really need to be doing anything right now. Oh, I was kind of taking a peek at Diver. I wasn't done with you yet. All right, I've got things to do with you. Are you good at anything at all? Not really. You're actually pretty decent at shooting. I mean, sort of. Vaguely. Let's get you... You know what? Congratulations, Chief. You just became the janitor around here. Let's go cleaning 1, hauling 2 on you. That'll be just fine. That'll be absolutely fine. It's been a while since... But what happened to the attack llamas? Oh, yeah, those are ages ago. That was like 3 colonies ago. I believe that was the colony that we actually got the ship launched. Tooth, welcome, welcome, welcome. That was the colony, Harriet and Charlotte, that we actually got the ship launched. I forget what we did to them. I think we sold them to somebody. I'm pretty sure we sold them to somebody. A very good message and worse to live by. Exactly. Exactly right. Yeah. Pants are always optional in the Caribbean. Ooh. Our roommate, yes, in my defense, no one knew the nudity status until after it happened. You'd think when a guy shows up nude and says, "Hi, can I live here?" Wow. That was the opening of a Criminal Minds episode. You see what I mean, Mr. M. Things sound really good in your head, and then you say them out loud, and you're like, wow, that just came out of my mouth. I should filter myself better. So you'd think when a guy shows up naked and says, hey, I'd like to live here, and I'll pay you for the privilege of doing so, you might have noticed the nudity. I think, really, you were it's deceptive. It was deceptive nudity. The guy walks in fully clothed, and then you take his first rent check, and bang, he's naked. That's not even really fair to you. That's not fair to you at all. All right, Diver is settling in reasonably nicely. Let's see if we can actually perk your place up a little bit, Diver. How about you had a plant pot over here? How are you broadly doing, Diver? No health conditions. Okay. You basically like what's going on. You don't have an artificial part. I will absolutely work on that for you. Oh, no, you're a body purist, though. You're going to hate that. All right, I'm just going to have to take the debuff on no bionics because the debuff on body purist with an artificial part is much worse. Way, way worse. And you're basically just going to be a janitor anyway, so who cares? Hang on, I might have a sip of coffee left. Oh, that was bordering on cold coffee. That is no kinds of good. Not even a tiny little bit. Not even a tiny little bit. Wow, I could really go for any other coffee right now than what I just put in my mouth. Let's get, oh, Diver, you're up. What do you think you're going to do today, Diver? What's your move? You going to go get something to eat? Okay, I see where you're going with that. Actually, we could be making, there's no reason we couldn't be making fine meals. Actually, there might be a reason we might not actually be good enough at it. Wait, what did we just make a masterwork of? A plant pot. Of course we did. Yeah, okay. we're slacking a little on cooking here. Why is that? Who's on cooking duty? Mostly Ayaka and Feng. Feng, I'm going to bring you up to 2 on that. We do have a lot going on in the colony. That's true. That is true. Those comments is why I subbed. Thank you. Thank you, Swift Bananas. I appreciate that. Pants are optional in the later in Daygate's house, but strangers are encouraged to wear pants. So it's not mandatory, is what you're saying. Encouraged, but not mandatory is what I'm hearing from you, Currents. So you open the door to a complete stranger and you're like, hey dude, I see you don't have pants on. Would you like to put pants on? We really encourage pants in this house. But guy says, you know what? Here's the deal. I'm not like wicked into pants. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to come in your house without pants on. And you're like, it's not my ideal, but okay. Come on in. Please don't sit on anything. It's black cold coffee indeed, Spike Little Girl. Indeed. He's been a great topic of discussion with everyone, but no, he came fully accountant attired. Oh, so it was even worse. He showed up in a suit. And then the second that rent check cleared, bang, nude. There's a raid. Right. They're attacking immediately. Okay. Good to know. Is it just the one of them? Nope, there's one up there. Anybody else? No, it does just seem to be the 2 of them. Wait a minute. Did you guys get in a fight? Oh, you morons. We're in the middle of a raid. You're going to be dead in 23 hours. Well, you're going to have to get up and start shooting people. I'm sorry. I don't have time for this kind of nonsense. You're all armed. Now let's get out here and get something done, please. Yeah, all of you. I don't care how injured you are. Get up. We're all going over here. We're all going to hide in some trees. And we're all going to shoot people. Okay? Everybody go to work, please. Thank you. Pants for me is underwear. Gotcha, Cat. Well, it goes with the hat at that point. I finally have free time on a Saturday to watch the stream and talk about porn and nudity and also llamas. Yeah, so pretty much an average Saturday. Pretty much an average Saturday there. Yeah. You might have missed, but I heard from the vet, Kitty has... Oh, pancreatitis needs antibiotics. Antibiotics sounds okay, though. Is Kitty going to get better? Is this a recoverable thing? Please say yes. I don't want to think that Kitty is very sad. So yeah, your hands are tied at that point. I mean, if the guy is just destined to walk in there with no pants on, you've gone with encouraged, but not mandatory. So it's kind of on you. Oh, you caught it in time. Oh, good. That makes me much happier. I don't like to see if kitties. I mean, I understand that all animals, including ourselves, have a limited lifespan. But I prefer kitties to be as long as is humanly possible, or as kittily possible. Kittily? Oh, that's totally a word now. Kittily possible. That sounds like an actress. Oh my god, that sounds like an actress from the 50s. Some sort of movie starring Kitty Lee Possible. This is great. Why didn't I think of this before? Ramirez, you shouldn't be there. You should go hit this guy with a hammer. Like, sort of right now, Ramirez, if you could. If any time now, Ramirez, just move yourself over there, start bopping. Yep, more bopping, aggressive bopping, please. You got the crazy Warhammer, man. Make it happen, dude. Make it okay, one down. See if you can get that guy. He's gonna run, but see if you can get him. I would love it if you did. Yeah, there we go. Okay, great, and we even got a new prisoner. Everybody undrafted. Almond, you seem undamaged, so could you go capture Nidge? Please, go capture Nidge. And we got some medicine out of them, too. Even better. And some guns. This is all good stuff. And then I'll review everyone's medical history and see where we stand. I guess I would describe it as bang nude. I was much more surprised than M. This is, I feel you were cruelly deceived. Cruelly deceived. Kitty Lee. Yes, exactly. Added to the dictionary. Kitty Lee Possible, star of many movies in the 1950s. Kitty Lee Possible. Yeah, so I pictured the accountant just, yes, I'm a very, very serious accountant. I have no strange things that you would need to be aware of. Here's my rent check. Has my rent check cleared? Bang, close her off. Just stripping as fast as he possibly can. Okay, who's not dying anytime in the near future? Ramirez, what's your deal? No immediate danger. Ayaka, you're going to be dead very soon. No immediate danger, and no immediate danger. Great. Which one of you is actually my doctor? You can perform a base medical service, so could you please go tend to Ayaka, and then you'll all get a chance to rest. It'll all be fine. Almond, how are you on doctoring? You're actually the best doctor. That's good. So you're going to have to deal with Nidge, whatever that is. Who am I to stand in the way of not wearing pants? Well, you're the one in front of the door, so you can actually literally stand in the way. That's actually a physical thing that you could accomplish. You could stand in the way and say, I'm not going to allow someone without pants to come in my house. But you've gone with, optional, encouraged, but not mandatory. Encouraged, but not mandatory is where you went there. He's 13, so he's getting up there. Yeah, he is an older kitty. Definitely a senior kitty. But again, as kiddily possible, whom now might be my alter ego. I might be an alter ego of kiddily possible. Come on, that just sounds like a 1950s actress. You can't say that's not. I could see her guest starring in the Avengers or something. The real Avengers, not the Marvel Avengers one. John Steed, Emma Peel, that kind of thing. Kitty Lee Possible and Emma Peel starring together. Come on, it writes itself. Fang, actually, Almond, did you already do that? You already up there? No, you're still dead in 12 hours. Almond, what you doing? You going to get medicine? Yeah, you're going to get medicine. Okay, good deal, Almond. Thank you. Yeah, apparently, Caddy just arrived in a suit and then got naked. Again, I'm assuming that he waited for his rent check to clear and then got completely buck naked and said, this is what you signed up for. Was there any sort of rental contract that you guys arranged? Something that where you may have had the opportunity to say, P.S., can you wear clothes? Strip poker has been a thing, and nothing surprises me anymore. Come to my house, but don't sit on the couch. If you're a nudist and you play strip poker, isn't that boring? That kind of dull? Wouldn't you want to play like maybe dress poker? Where you put on more clothes? Wouldn't that make it more of a challenge for you because you'd want to actively avoid putting on clothes? Nidge, how'd you do, man? How are you doing? Okay. Yeah, wow, you just get bopped a lot with that Zeus hammer, didn't you? Your right hand's been destroyed. Okay. Are you decent? You have skills, and you're only 28. So we got a long time to get those skills up. I wouldn't mind getting an artist on board. Trigger-happy tortured artist. You'd be perfect for that joy wire that I've got. I like you. We are going to begin converting you, and then we'll work on you later. And then, Almond, could you keep the treatment up, please? Go ahead and treat everyone. Basically everyone. Thank you. I think it means that he does add clothes. Yeah. I think that's the thing. Wouldn't it just be poker? Yeah, you're right. It's just poker at that point. If you're a nudist and you play strip poker, then it's just a game of poker. You haven't done anything remarkable at that point. And nor is it arousing or sensual in any way. You're just playing poker. I mean, if you're a nudist and you make a pot of coffee, it's not, strip coffee making. You're just making a pot of coffee. You just happen to not have any pants on because it's your jam. We do have an agreement. Didn't add clothing since it wasn't even a thing to worry about. Well, now you know for the future, Mr. M. Now you know. I would consult an attorney who specializes in real estate and rental agreements and say, look, the next time we get a roommate, let's emphasize that clothes are in fact mandatory. Unlike later in the day where they're just encouraged but not mandatory. And any other things you might be into, like no arson. You know what? Put that in your contract. Because here's the thing. I have, Mr. M, you may or may not realize this, Mr. M. Huddle up. This is very important. You may not realize this, but I have somewhat of an experience and a history with fire in my channel. Fire loves me, and it wants to be near me at all times. So I would encourage you. Okay, I'm going to play lawyer right now. I'm not a lawyer, but I play one on TV, or at least on YouTube right now. So in your rental agreement for your next roommate, when you get the nudist out of there, first, certainly go immediately with at least pants. At least pants mandatory. Some sort of below-the-waist covering are mandatory at all times. I'm gonna encourage you, as someone who has an experience with fire. Fire loves me, and it wants to be near me at all times. I'm going to say you put in no arson. No arson, please. Okay? Arsonists not welcome to rent from you. Because here's what's going to happen. Okay, you finally get the nudist out of there. You're like, hooray, we finally got the nudist out of here. Everyone in the house is now wearing pants. Or whatever below the waist coverings you choose. It could be a towel if you wear it properly. It could absolutely be a towel. So you finally get the nudist out of there, and you're like all psyched. You and M have this big post-nudist party where you celebrate the fact that people are wearing pants in your house. And then You get well. Okay, it's a fire. That's okay. Okay, back to the rental agreement here. This is very important. I feel I need to cover your legal basis here. So once again, let me just update to you as to where you are. You're in the middle of this extraordinarily cool party with M, and you're just having the time of your life. It's the best party you've ever been to because everyone's wearing pants, and then the nudists are gone. A. Smith I was late to convo. You rented a room and the guy was a nudist without mentioning it. Was being naked around people who weren't into it a thing for them. Yeah, you've got a lot to get caught up on, A. Smith. You've got quite a bit to get caught up on, but I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you get caught up there because we've gone into the future, if you will. We've gone into the future, A. Smith. And now we are in a time where M and Mr. M have gotten rid of the nudist through whatever means. Thank you, Dancer of the Sheep. Thank you for coming by. Thank you. We've gone into the future where M has gotten rid of the nudist, and Mr. M and M are having an awesome party. Hang on, I actually got to play RimWorld for a second. Wait a second. Okay, Diver, Ramirez, could you just rescue Diver, please? Thank you. Rescue Diver. See, this is it. I'm going to get a call because RimWorld on this run just really doesn't want me to have more than one colonist. I'm like an extra colonist, anyway. I'm surprised that Yaka's been around this long. Just got back from doing the dishes. The conversation seems to have escalated. Oh, okay, good. Let me bring everyone back to speed then. All right, so we're in the future. All right, it's the future. Whatever it is. A month, a year, 50 years, whatever it is. And M and Mr. M have finally gotten rid of the nudist. And they're celebrating. They're having a grand old time. But they're like, uh-oh, we need that rent check every month. That rent check was really, really cool when that guy gave me money. It wasn't so cool when he wasn't, wearing pants and he was sitting on our couch. But it was really cool when he gave us money. So we need another roommate. And they go to their lawyer, who specializes in rental agreements, and says, make sure, lawyer person, that we are paying you, that we have a no nudist colony. No nudist colony, sort of, whatever you call it, a clause, I guess, a clause in our rental agreement, so that people need to wear pants in the house when they are in with other people. Let's say with other people. Hang on, Diver, how are you doing? I'll come back to the future in a second. You're bleeding, but no immediate danger. Almond, could you get up and deal with that, please? 10 to Diver. And then they go to rent to somebody else, and somebody shows up at their door, and they seem like a perfectly nice person. And they all get along with each other, and Mr. M and the new roommate are all having a fantastic time, and then bang, arsonist. Just walks in, get a pack of matches, lights one, sets fire to your couch. Because he's an arsonist. And you didn't put a no arson clause in your agreement. Okay? No arsonists here, please. If you'd put that clause in there, he would have come up and said, I would love to rent this place. This is really awesome, and you guys seem super, super cool. And M has only punched me in the throat 3 times since we've had this sort of little interview of whether I can rent here. But I was reading your contract, and unfortunately, I am an arsonist. So I can't rent from you. I do appreciate you being very upfront about your needs for no arson. I was actually just about to set fire to your couch. And then he goes away. So I'm just saying, you need to think about these things. Is Dave talking about RimWorld or M's house? Both. Little column A, little column B, Bobcat. Is anyone going to die? I actually should vaguely pay attention to RimWorld for a second. You are not going to die. You're in no immediate danger, but I'd actually love it if somebody tended to you. Actually, hang on. You have a base medical training. Do I have you on self-tend? No, tend to yourself. Yeah, go ahead and tend to yourself, Feng. Go get on that. Diver, you've been tended to. Ayaka, you have been tended to. People are losing bits with this. Somebody, Ramirez, did you lose something? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Yeah, both absolutely work, Bobcat. Both are fine. Both are fine. We can always kill them. You can carry body-sized rugs. Oh, I think M's making a play for Sally Cat's villainous title. Because right now, Sally Cat is James Bond villain. This is a person who has dissected a human brain cell by cell with a laser and freely admits this. But I think M's making a play for that. Stray Kitty just attacked me for my KFC scraps. That's fair. Well, really, the question, Mel, is why didn't you give Kitty your KFC scraps? It's your fault. It's on you if you don't give a cat chicken. Cats love chicken. They're known for it, almost as much as tuna. And KFC is pretty yummy when you get right down to it. So, frankly, Mel, that one's on you. That one's on you. A fire. Good. How long is this forced weather going to go on for? Forced weather. Available. No, it should be under active. Unless it's weirdly historical. It is historical. Okay, 9.6 days. The 7th of Judist. Okay, so like 3 more days on that. I rented with a nudist in college, but they disclosed before stripping. Good. Good. See, A. Smith had the right idea. Probably had some sort of clause. I was trying to give it to him. He couldn't wait. That's fair. That's fair. Our kitty does go quite mental for chicken or tuna. Either one. But he's smart enough not to bat at us, because he knows then we just won't give him chicken. You know, when I vowed to always be loyal to you, murder wasn't specific. Ah, well, I see your mistake there, Mr. M. I see your mistake very clearly. See, when Mrs. Dave and I got married, that was on the table. I want to be clear about that, and I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. We have both very clearly agreed that we will absolutely help each other bury a body if necessary. That was made clear before we got married, because it was an important thing to know. We needed to know that. Not just before, but before as in roommate meeting. Got it. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, so, Mr. M, that was probably something you wanted to clear up before marriage. Mrs. Dave and I did. Yeah, will you help me bury a body? Of course I will. Of course I will. You need Dave as your lawyer for a new contract. I am happy to provide legal services. I'm happy to provide any services people think they need. I was going to officiate Mel's wedding. It was going to be fabulous. We were going to have a WASD wedding ceremony. But, that's okay. If people don't need it, they don't need it. I'm happy to give you any legal advice. I am not licensed to practice law anywhere at all, ever, for reasons. Jayhawk, welcome. Yep, Mrs. Dave knows it. It was absolutely agreed upon before marriage that we would help each other bury a body, if necessary. Still confused, but okay. Okay, everyone huddle up. This is a big conversation now. Everybody huddle up. Can we just all go down to Swift Banana's comment and agree that should be the tagline for the channel? That right there has summed up all of my work right there. Swift Bananas has summed up all of my work. Still confused, but I'm intrigued. Mr. Mel said that he would dump me if he thought I wouldn't help him bury a body. Fair. Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a deal breaker. That's an absolute deal breaker. Can the mug do a little spin? It sure can. It's a Star Wars mug. It's a Force Awakens mug, and given to me by a family member for Christmas one year. So there it is. I realize now that doing a black mug on a dark background may not be very, very clear, but there you go. Yeah, there's a stormtrooper. There you go, right there. So he didn't get me. He was just in a big hurry for the chicken. Well, cat's chicken, that's going to happen. Twinkie, what are you up to? You hauling some steel around, kid? Good for you. Good, I'm glad you're busy. Let's get some more stone blocks made. Oh, we're still well up on stone blocks. Could anyone actually get to that, please? Ayaka could. Take her off research duty. That's fine. We can go a little slower on that if we need to. Diver, come here. How is everyone in the hospital doing? Yeah, Diver's pretty down. Okay. How's your health, kid? Hey, you're actually not that bad. Minor blood loss and some food poisoning. I vow to say that on every one of your streams. I think that sums up the entire channel. Yeah. Still confused, but I'm intrigued. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. We watched you, we know what to expect. So, just getting back to Mr. M's concerns about legal representation, I do need to stress I'm not licensed to practice law, but I will be happy to do it. Because what you're giving me there, Mr. M, you may not be familiar with this. What you're giving me there, because this is your first time here, is you've given me a big red button. You've said, Dave, here's a big red button. Are you going to push it or not push it? And I'm immediately going to push it. I'm not even going to hesitate. In fact, I would knock you out of the way to push the big red button before you even told me what it did. So when you say, can you give me legal representation? I say, no, but I'll give it a shot. How hard can legalese be? I'm really just going for wearing pants and no arson. If there's anything else you need in your contract, do please let me know in advance. Because I do charge by the hour. It is by the hour. Every time I pet my puppers, I see a little more gray on their heads. Yeah, I'm kind of noticing that Kitty is getting not quite as lush and slightly more gray than he used to. Now the throne room's floors is Tripor plain leather drapes. It probably is, actually. That's probably a very, very good idea. Pen not enclosed. Oh, what do we have, a fire or something? Oh, yeah, we totally did. Ayaka, could you fix all that, please? Could you... Why'd you get your gun out to do that? You're weird, Ayaka. What was going on with that? Yeah, could somebody start repairing the fences, please? We kind of need that done. All the animals are running away quickly. They're all leaving. And the goats are being adult goats down there. I'm in a legal position to write a contract for anyone. I am too. I got nothing but time on my hands. I'll write up a legal anything you want for that. You need something legal? I got it. It won't be legal. Understand that when I say I'll write up something legal for you, it will not actually be technically legal in any way, shape, or form. Again, not licensed to practice law anywhere on the planet. Not anywhere. Not even like in Guam. And they'll let anybody practice law. I know I need the chicken to be enclosed. We're having issues with the pen. We're working on it. We're working on it. Ayaka, could you get back to... Fang, can you just deal with this, please? We had a teensy tiny bit of a fire which blew apart parts of my fence. We're working on re-enclosing it. It's all going to be vaguely fine in a little bit. The chicken everyone will get re-corralled at some point. Oh, Fang, could you just kind of hustle this up a little bit? What? Wait, you're taking time out of your day to play horseshoes. Okay, I guess we're kind of vaguely out of wood. We can fix that. And Almond, could you do the same thing, please? Get this wood done. Because we really need this to go. Is that a wolf in the pen? Yeah, basically. No. Fang. Come back and finish that, please. Come back. Thank you for that. I have quite a few clauses like don't store your adult novelty toys in the garage. Is there a specific reason why not the garage? Because as your lawyer, as your legal representative, which I am now, P.S., as your legal counsel, I'm going to question, is that wise? Because what I want to do, Mr. M, what I want to do here is, as your legal counsel, I want to do what is best for you. So my immediate question is, why can your tenant not store adult novelty items in the garage? Because from my legal perspective, that seems like a perfectly appropriate place to store them. Unless they're like on the floor or something, just scattered about. Now I know to always discuss if there's to be public nudity, animal sacrifices, blood, exactly, furryism, or, yeah, exactly, opera singing. Yeah, you are definitely going to want to nail that one down. Before we lived in this house, it was been a family house for a while. The next door neighbor would, at full volume on his stereo, blast opera music out his window while he was gardening, and he's like 50 feet away. The whole neighborhood would echo with opera music. You really want to nail down the opera music thing. I think the wolf is tame. Is it? Did we tame that wolf? I don't specifically remember that. Well, let's check animals. Do I have wolves? No, I don't have wolves. Nope, that's a wild one. That's totally wild. So we got the quest rooster, we got Twinkie the lab, and then a bunch of goats. So no, the wolves are not ours. Lots of stuff needs to get refueled, but I need a bunch of stuff cut down for that. Speaking of which, how is the heel root's ready to go. All right, we need to get somebody back on cutting plants. Fang, you basically do literally everything around here. I'll put Diver on it, but he'll never get to it. And by the way, Diver, you also do mining around here. Ayaka could do it. Beasley, you can get on that. Try and get that done, man, if you could, please. You know the adult novelty items are meant to be table centerpieces, dear. No, that is true. Yes, that is true. That's why, as Mr. M's legal counsel, that's why I'm questioning that. Questioning that one. Because in our house, they are... I'm just going to say we have used them as centerpieces for parties, basically. Yeah. Like parties where other people come over. They have been centerpieces. The wolves might eat the quest chicken. Ooh, that's a good point, Mel. That is an excellent point. We might want to just take those wolves out. I would love it if a Yaka got healed up here. And where is the quest chicken, by the way? I'd like to get that one specifically back in the pen before anything else. Come here. Taboo, where are you? Yeah, could somebody just go get the quest chicken, please? Not assigned to handling. Okay, Diver's asleep. Ayaka, could you Not assigned to handling. Beasley, could you... There we go. Could you just get the quest chicken in? The goats, we'll figure out the goats as time goes by. I'm not stressing on the goats right now. Opera music is entirely legal unless stated otherwise. Yeah, at top volume where the whole neighborhood echoes with it, not so much. Not so much, really. Someone I know has upstairs neighbors who are into unexplained thumping sounds. I think they're very explained. I imagine they just suction cup themselves to the walls for later use. So, can we get back to why Mr. M won't allow adult novelty items in the garage? Because I think this is a very important matter. As his legal counsel, I need to know that these things are real. Hippie Kids, welcome, welcome. Just finished watching YouTuber's Life. Excellent. The new one or YouTuber's Life? OMG, apparently. So yeah, the new one. There's a lot of different stuff to do in that. I didn't realize it was going to be so radically different, but it is. Whatever animal is wandering away, it can't be as bad as the quest chicken, and the quest chicken is under control. Twinkie's hauling some dead things around. Great. Where did I? Oh, I put the Hall of the Dead down here. Okay, cool. That's why I was reading Reddit, and Reddit RimWorld came up, and it was like, what do you do with your dead people? I build a Hall of the Dead. What do you people do? Either you stream friend swings. Hang on. I think this is another one that Mr. M might need it to filter. Or at least spell correctly, or grammar. Anyway, you stream friend swings or adult novelty toys means something different than we know them. Okay, I got no idea what that sentence means. Garage is better than in front of the TV. Agreed. This is my point, Mr. M. As your legal counsel, I advise you that the garage might be an excellent place for adult novelty items because the alternatives may not agree with you. Like in our house, where sometimes, occasionally, like, okay, 3 times, I believe, maybe twice, they have been centerpieces for parties that we have held with friends. Right up until one of their kids was old enough to know what the heck they were looking at, and then we weren't allowed to do that anymore. Shouldn't they be in the bedroom and not the garage? Well, Kat, I'm assuming if they're not in the bedroom, then it must be a question of size, that they must be so massive as to not be able to be contained within the bedroom. I'm thinking these are appliances of some sort. I'm not just thinking this is an adult novelty item. I think this is some sort of like construction going on here. I don't know. I can't speak to Mr. M. I'm just saying, as Mr. M's legal counsel, that it might be appropriate to keep them in the garage. He's saying either you're a swinger. Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I totally could not work my way around that. Oh, a yak is healed. Oh, good job. What are you off to go do? You're going to play horseshoes. Okay, is that the best use of your time? Okay, the chicken's back in, and a couple of the goats are back in. Could we go... now I think we could focus on the rest of the goats. Ramirez, are you into that? Yeah, Rope Goat 8. That's fun to say. I liked that. Because I had to explain to the passers-by why I had to... and the like restraints before parking the car. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, this is my question, and this is, again, as Mr. M's legal counsel, I needed to know why they weren't available in the garage or available to be put in the garage. I assumed there was some sort of container that they might be put in that would be a perfectly appropriate thing. Perhaps when you rent to your next tenant, perhaps you should provide a container for that sort of thing. That would really seem to make everybody happy at that point. So you've back this up. We're in the future again. I know we're very excited about this. We're in the future, and you're meeting your prospective roommate/tenant, and you say to that roommate/tenant, "Congratulations, we have gone through your application process here, and it seems that you are not a nudist or an arsonist. So we are inclined to rent to you. If you have items that may be of an adult nature, we will provide for you at no additional increase in your rent." A small chest and or container in the garage for those items, and you can store them out there. That I think would be your best move. Again, as your legal counsel, that would be my advice. I would encourage you to do that. Now, you can put that clause of no items in the garage in the agreement if you want, but I'm going to tell you that is going to radically limit the quality and quantity of potential roommates that you're going to get. I'm going to tell you, like 8 out of 10, they're showing up with some of those items, and they're going to want to put them in the garage. We don't have a garage here at the Mrs. Dave and Dave home. We do not own a garage. We have a driveway. that is not enclosed. Therefore, it is not a garage, because that's kind of what a garage is. It's a driveway with a box on it. So, any items of that nature, we just put on our kitchen table and invite people over. This is a very real thing that's happening there. M says, remember to lick the stream. I think that would be for the best. I'm going to briefly play RimWorld. Witch hunter, diver, you dropped your weapon somewhere. One of them was over here. The dog might have grabbed it. Are you off to... Oh, you're going to go take a fire out. That's good. When you're done with that, could you grab that auto pistol, please? And deal with that. I don't really think we need to sweat the fires as much, but I don't want to take people off of firefighting 1, just in case there's a real fire that I have to care about. Private object receptacle. Exactly. So, Jayhawk's got the right idea. Jayhawk, you obviously have a keen legal mind here. So, what you would outline is indeed a POR in the garage for private objects, really. There's no better way to describe it. So, and in fact, you could probably stencil on it POR, and that would be available to your roommates for their use. Inspired taming. Really? Huh. Is there anything we want to tame? We could get a rhino. We could actually get a muffalo, but not a matching set, because we don't have the capacity. Oh, turkey, murder. We don't have the skill level to get that. Actually, I should just tame the timber wolf more than anything. No, all right. I'm probably not going to fuss with that, because if I can't have a matching set, then it's not. Well, I could get muffalo wool off the muffalo. Remember to lick the late night stream. We have a garage but no storage. It's way too small. Okay. Yeah, we just have a driveway. We have very little storage in our house. If you leave them on the table, what if Nana pays a surprise visit? Well, all of our grandparents are deceased, so no problems there, cat. Not one. Late night, but that is my now ex-roommate's job. Oh... M, it's always something interesting always happens when M comes in. You see this now, Mr. M. I'm sorry you've been punched in the throat so many times. I'm sorry that is just your day-to-day. Like, punched in the throat, that's just Tuesday in your world, isn't it? That's just Tuesday. I think we've got all the goats back in. Looks like we've corralled all the goats. Good. We have a healthy quantity of steel, so I don't need to get crazy on mining. What else do I have? I want to start making the throne, but I don't really have a lot of stuff. I need to get someone on, like, hardcore crafting. What does it take to make a throne these days? That's not in that. Is it? Is it in that? It is. 125 somethings. Oh, okay. We could probably bang that out. What if we had a marble throne? What if we did that? A marble meditation throne. No, not a grand meditation throne. That's a terrible idea. Marble meditation throne. That could live... right here. Actually, bring it back here because I want to do those drapes. So, plain leather. Actually, I've got plenty of cloth. I've got a fair bit of cloth. I have a little bit more plain leather. Yeah, let's put the plain leather drapes up, finally. That could go there and there. That always really perks up a throne room. They love that. I used one to hang up my mirror. Okay, fair. If you tame an ibex, would that boost morale? Good question. Good. It might, because it's a revered animal, but it would be largely useless. We could give it a shot. Which one of you had inspired taming? Beasley. Show me. There's ibex out there. It's not. I don't know. Is that worth it? I feel like it's going to be largely useless. Go ahead and tame that, and then Beasley. Could you, Beasley? Come here, Beasley. Stop it. Beasley, okay. I don't want to shoot the animal. I would like to tame the animal. There we go. No, it's going to be fine, game. It's going to be fine. No, actually, that inspired taming is completely useless, because you still need the skill level. So no. All right, never mind. We're not even going to bother with that. I'd love to have a good animal person come in anytime in the near future. How are either of our prisoners any good at that? Oh, I see you're up, Nidge. Any of you any good at that? Nope. Well, actually, you got a 5. That's better than everyone else. Yeah, you've got a 7, Nidge, and you love doing it. You're like wicked into it. Your track's weird. If we ever find aliens, it'd be because of M. No surprise. It's always a fun chat in Dave's stream. We treated with CoffeeCam and a pufferfish. I am ahead of my time. I am. You're right. You're absolutely right on that. CoffeeCam and pufferfish is going to sweep the internet. Sweep the internet. I'm only vaguely familiar with some of the big YouTubers, but I'd be surprised if they weren't already doing CoffeeCam. I'd be surprised. And pufferfish. I almost feel we should have copyrighted pufferfish, or at least gotten some sort of legal, allowance from Penge to use the pufferfish image, which is now semi-permanent until I don't feel like having it up there anymore. What else could I be doing around here? What would be the valuable thing that I could be doing? Actually, is there anything I do want to hunt largely for the cloth and leather? Not really. No. Okay. I do have quite a few advanced components. That I like. I'd like to get some more materials of anything at all. I need more people. I need more warm bodies in this colony very, very soon. And hopefully have them not taken away by RimWorld very, very soon. Ramirez, no, don't rest. Go refuel this thing. We got to get stuff done around here, man. And Almond, what are you up to? You're going to go grab some food. Okay. I mean, that's nice. I know he's even chopping up the dead goats. We've killed a turkey, but it's just sitting here. Why is it only... Oh, you know what? I should probably get another freezer in here. Yeah, it's 28, which is... That's nice. I'd like to see it a lot colder than that, though. Let's make that happen. Let's get another freezer going. Anywhere at all, really. Right there will be fine. That'll be totally okay. All right. I've infiltrated big YouTuber streams, and their chats are not as fun as this one. No, I've watched larger YouTubers. If you crop around pufferfish, we can make him bigger. I will work on that, Mel. I have, I have little goals that I want to do for the channel week by week. Some of them large, some of them small. But definitely that is, I thought of that. I did actually think of that all by myself, which is surprising to many people. I thought I should crop that out. I'll Photoshop that out. And then I'll do it actually as a transparency, so it won't even have the frame. It'll just be a pufferfish in the middle of RimWorld. Thank you for reminding me of that, though. Also, I may or may not be working on M's butt emoji. I'm saying I've taken beginning steps towards that. And I gotta tell you what. I'm gonna tell you this right now, M, because this is all your fault as usual. When you Google comedy butt, the strangest things come up. The strangest things come up. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it, M. I'm working on butt emoji. I'm trying. Okay, here's my. Okay, M, come here. Huddle up. Here, oh, there's a mad rat. Hang on, M. Stay there. You can't see me pointing at you, but I just stay right there. Here, I'll point at you at camera. Stay right there. There's a mad rat. I've got to deal with RimWorld here. Oh, Beasley, God, come to me. Go. Why are you on fleeing? I thought I put you people on, like, beating people up when you got... Oh, because two of you aren't. Okay. Yeah, all of you go shoot this thing. Where'd the rat actually go? Beasley? There you go. Shoot the rat, Beasley. Don't shoot the boomalope, though. That'd be bad. Okay, there you go, Beasley. You're done. So you're done. You're fine, kid. You're fine. Okay, M, are you still there? Good. I appreciate you hanging out. So, here's my problem with the butt emoji. It's a question of definition. So, I want this to be visible. The thing with doing the emojis is they're so tiny that it's very hard to get an image that would be clear when it's seen that tiny. They're super, super small, as you can see. Now, I'm looking through chat right now. Kitty, very clear. Very clear. The kitty emoji is basically probably the best thing I've ever done for this channel. And then the coffee cup. Obviously, first of all, branding. Second of all, coffee. Third of all, very clear. Todd the Spicy, very clear. The fire one. The Muffalo one, very, very clear. If you have just a butt, it doesn't really translate well when you shrink it way, way, way down to the size that you're looking at right now. Stupid sexy Flanders. That was one of them. Sure, there's a lot weirder stuff out there. I tell you right now, there's a lot weirder stuff than that out there, cat. You go ahead, you Google comedy butt and see what comes up. It will shock and amaze you. Shock and amaze you. So, it's a question of definition. Because you know, M, you know You all know. Every one of you knows. I always want to do the very best that I am humanly capable of. Oh dear, there's a mad boomalope. We're all going to die now. Yay! How mad are you? Are you, like, wicked mad? Because everyone's asleep while you're being mad. I should probably go out and shoot you. I don't suppose anyone else would like to deal with this. Would be a great time for a trading party to come by and deal with this nonsense. Okay, I can't just let this thing wander around. It might go up and blow up the animals or something like that. Yeah, see, later in day games has got it. Kearns has got it. Those are all exceptionally clear. Exceptionally clear. You're not brave enough to Google comedy, but I got over all of that. When you start looking for thumbnail pictures and looking for little things to pop up in the middle of a video, you accept the fact that your Google history is a nightmare. When you have Googled funny police car accidents, then you know what, you're on as many watch lists as you're going to be on at that point. You may as well just accept the fact that you're on a bunch of watch lists. So, and I have Googled far worse than that. I have Googled things that nobody should ever Google, just in the hunt for that perfect picture to put on a thumbnail or something like that. So, yeah, as later in Dame's Guide, you line all of those up and they look great. I did crop out Todd's head because the whole Todd and Todd's body thing, that was not clear. You shrunk that down and you couldn't tell what it was. I had to crop out just the head. That's why most people use peaches for butts and emojis. Yes, but it's me, Willow. So I want to do the best that I humanly can for you guys. So I want, if it's going to be a butt emoji that Emma's been asking for basically ever, then I'm going to make it the best darn butt it can be, Willow. Hippie Kids has to go to bed, but no way I'm missing the stream. Then don't go to bed, man. Don't go to bed. So... No, go to bed if you want to go to bed. It's okay. You don't have to stay up. Incognito mode is good for that. Yeah, I blew that off ages ago. I accept the fact that I'm on several watch lists at this point. I have Googled far weirder things than funny police car accidents. Is your home zone not complete? It's entirely possible. Yeah, it's very, very likely. Let me check that real quick. Yep, there's a whole rectangle missing here. Everyone, go deal with that. While I'm here, is there any other particular areas that need attention? No, that seems all broadly fine, actually. Do we really need this? Why is this here? Probably because I claimed those things. I don't really need that. That doesn't have to be in the home area. If that catches fire, I broadly don't care. Did lightning strike a boomalope? No, gunshots, Jayhawk. Gunshots. We shot the boomalope because it was mad. It was a bit mad, and then we shot it a bunch. So, that. Yeah, no, so we corrected the home zone. Now the fire has gone out. Everybody is happy about that. Incognito doesn't save you from the watch list, just your spouse. Exactly. Well, there's nothing in my history that would surprise Mrs. Dave. Not at all. She knows what kind of things I have to Google to keep this channel up and running. And again, once you've Googled funny police car accidents, it's over. It's done. So there's nothing there that would surprise her. Nothing. She'd be like, yep. That looks pretty much like my husband. That looks like the sort of thing he would do. Okay, well, RimWorld, what could I do with you today? Again, the forced weather quests are super, super easy, but I wouldn't mind this one going away. I'm just a little tired of looking at the rain. It's like we live in London or something. A solar flare. It's fine. We can cope with that. No one will sweat that. And we've got boomalope to eat. Who's my best chef? It's probably Fang. It's Fang, isn't it? 9 and 11. Fang, you gotta go number 1 on the cooking thing, man. You actually probably should be number 1 on cooking anyway. We gotta get this stuff out of there. And somebody's gotta go get all of this heal root, please. Who did I just put as number 1 on that? Beasley? What are you doing, Beasley? Oh, you are actually harvesting the wild heal root. Oh, the wild healed root, though. But you're harvesting. That's the important part of the equation there. Does butchering a boomalope yield chem fuel? No, absolutely not. Mr. Mel will intentionally use my device to search the weird thoughts that came into his head so it looks like I did it. Okay. I would not... I actually am not even sure how to get into Mrs. Dave's laptop. I don't know what the password is. Because I don't care. I would have no reason to get into her laptop. So, she can get into all of my stuff because God knows I'm going to forget how to do it. I'm relying on her as a backup. Like, what's my password on the thing that I haven't looked at in ages? We have multiple backups. We have the little book of passwords, and I have Mrs. Dave. And if neither of those worked, then I probably didn't need to go there anyway. There is one I can think of someone mooning. Alpha Wolf, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Oh, finally, Feng is cooking something. Finally. Good deal. And Diver's cleaning everything up. Good. That's exactly what I wanted out of people. We have so much food. So very much food. Is there anything we should be shooting, by the way? Like some more turkeys? Where's that Timberwolf in relation to my animals? He's gone pretty far away. Pretty far. I don't really think I need to fuss with that anymore. The 2 geothermal should keep me going for ages. Why is Ramirez in the hospital? That's an excellent question, actually. I did not even notice that Ramirez in the hospital. What'd you deal? Oh, a burn. He might have been a little bit too close to the boomalope explosion, or he might have got a burn while he was beating the fire out. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Doesn't seem to be very serious. So that will, it's already been treated. Somebody's already dealt with that. So I'm sure that'll be fine. My password is pretty easy, and I always have mine on and open anyway. His is locked down like Fort Knox for work. So, yeah, no, neither. I mean, Mrs. Dave knows all of my passwords. I have, like, 3 that I'm going to use on a regular basis. There's a Winnie the Pooh butt wiggle emoji. I'm going for authentic. I'd like some authenticity, Hurley. I saw the Winnie the Pooh one. I know, Sexy Flanders one. But I think you guys expect more than that from me. I hope you do. I hope if you say to me butt emoji, your first thought is like, he's just going to grab the most obvious cliched thing and throw it up there for channel members to use. No, I hope you think I'm better than that. I hope you think that I'm actually putting some time into this. I have taken M's butt emoji suggestion, and I am putting real time in my life into making it the most authentic, awesome butt emoji that I am capable of making. I'm not just throwing up Winnie the Pooh. Anyone could do that. This is me. I want you to look at butt emoji and go, yeah, that's Dave. Okay. That's what I asked for. What do we do? My ex-boyfriend used my computer to look up smut, right? Ran out of power. He just put it back like he didn't touch it. Oh, that's no good. I mean, if you're going to look at that sort of material, then do it on your own laptop, for Lord's sake. Mr. Willow has 2 computers, one for work and one for personal. I can get on his personal if I wanted to, but not his work computer. I mean, my work does not require me to have a computer at all. There's no, in fact, the exact opposite. No reason to have a computer for that. But I do have the desktop for production, basically. So that's where the games get played. That's where the commentary gets done. That's where everything gets edited. And then I have my laptop, which is just, at this point, just for personal gaming. Just for personal gaming. That's all it's used for. It's like hyper clean. I barely even go on the internet with it. And when I do, it's basically only to YouTube. So it's very, very clean. There's like no sketchiness in it. So it runs really, really well. Mr. M, you're leaving. Oh no. I'll send you my bill, Mr. M. I'm sorry. I hope we were all clear. I was giving you legal advice throughout that entire time. And I do charge for that sort of thing. So good luck. And when you're ready to write up that contract, please think again about the POR. I think that would be a sound thing if you had some sort of container in your garage. But thank you. Seriously, Mr. M, thank you so much for coming by. Really, please come back. Please come back. I want to see the M's together again. Good luck with the throat punching, by the way. Good luck with that. Time to start furnishing the throne room. Working on it, Jayhawk, working on it. It's a little slow going, because we got a lot going on right now. The throne is going up. Ramirez is building the throne right now. We've outlined a couple of drapes up there to perk the place up. It's a little bit slow going. We finished out the, the tiles, the floors there. So work is progressing on that. How are we doing on Wolf? What's his resistance like? 13.1. Yeah, he's going to take a while. That's going to be a tough one. Nidge, how are you doing on hating your ideology? Yeah, we're about halfway done with you. We're about halfway done. And what will be your resistance? 15. Kind of cope with that. That'll basically be okay. What's been going on in RimWorld or in chat? Because one of those is a really short story and one of them ain't. So RimWorld's actually been relatively tame. We had a raid. We dealt with that. There were a bunch of people in the hospital for a while, but we've dealt with that. We're just struggling to get anything done because there's so few of us. So we're really and nobody's like really, really awesome at anything in particular, except Fang, but Fang's kind of good at everything. So Fang is stretched a little bit thin. So we're trying to get the throne room up and running right now. This is our first goal. So we can get Almond up to next rank of whatever. Agent MOR, welcome, welcome, welcome. Next rank of the royalty thing. I'd rather not have too much authenticity. Oh, no, I wasn't going that authentic, Anna. No, no, no. There is a line. There is a line to be crossed. And that line is me. Really, is me. Install the sculpture? Possibly. I mean, the throne room is going to be largely useless until we get Almond up to the next rank here. So I'm not going to go, like, gung-ho on it until it's actually going to have a function. But yeah, we'll definitely put a sculpture or two in there. Red Fusion, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Anyone ever played Bird Gut? No. It is a Star Wars mug today. Ghost Rider, welcome, welcome. All sorts of people coming in. Ghost Rider, welcome. It is a Star Wars mug today. Yes, it is. Yep. It's a Force Awakens one. Daybot could be an interesting stream. Yeah, pasty white and untattooed. I mean, even if I were willing to go for that, which I'm 100% not, by the way, I'm pretty sure Mrs. Dave would have something to say about that. I've got, you know what, I've so got to crop out the pufferfish. It's going to look so much better next week. So much better. CoffeeCam with pufferfish right underneath it. We should probably tell Penge we've kind of co-opted his image. He might want to use it on something. If I was him, I'd make it my banner image. Just pufferfish everywhere. Dead, tiny, googly-eyed, sombrero-wearing pufferfish at all times. So back to the throne room. Ramirez, this is going to take you a while, isn't it? Yeah, those thrones take a long time to build. Diver, what are you up to? You're cleaning. Good. Good. Yeah, see, Diver's just sort of on janitorial duty. So Diver, although very useful in the sense that things are getting cleaned, not as useful in terms of doing anything else. And nobody's really working on the cooler because I put Fang #1 on something else, and Fang's really the best construction person around here. Ramirez, you're actually quite good at that. Sorry, Ramirez, you're brilliant at construction. Oh, you're asleep. Why are you going to bed, Ramirez? That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. 6 pawns, I thought the meta was a 5. I know, right? So far, so good. So Diver joined. And so far, RimWorld has not taken Diver away. It tried. It put a decent raid where almost everyone got injured, but we managed to get through that. What is the ideology about? We're wicked into ripping people's arms off and putting bionic arms there instead. Yeah, we kept it very, very simple in this one. So we're into enhancements, we're into cybernetic enhancements, and we're also into pain, because that's a really easy one. It's so easy, because everyone gets injured, and they all end up with these painful old scars, and now they're really, really happy about it. Now they're just going to be happy about it. You could get the pufferfish tattooed. I assume you mean Penge. I think Penge should get a pufferfish tattoo. Have we ever asked if Penge has any tattoos? I'd like to know the answer to that question. How many are we doing on sculptures? We got one there. That's a bed. That's not a sculpture. That and that wooden table. That excellent wooden table. I might find a use for that somewhere. Need warm clothes. Okay, well, let me throw something else on the bill that we don't have time to make. Yeah, we've got tons of stuff up here. We've got tons of them. We can't make things this quickly. We'll do the best that we can. We just don't have any good tailors right now. I say that. Let me just take a look at tailoring. Yeah, it's going to come down to Ayaka, but Ayaka's got other things to be doing, like making stone blocks that I'd really like to have in stock. I suppose I could... I've got enough to do the throne, so I could probably take that down to 2. And then maybe Ayaka... See, now nobody's doing research, though. Ugh, I need more people. I imagine Penge doesn't have tattoos. I think you're right, but then this is also the man who got married in Las Vegas. And that takes more gumption than I have. What's up with the pufferfish? Why is it there, and what does it want? All valid questions. Very, very valid questions, Red Fusion. Let me try to answer those in the order in which they were presented to me. What's up with the pufferfish? Doesn't really have an answer. Why is it there? It's there because Penge sent it to us last week, because we were talking about pufferfish. I don't immediately remember why it came up, but it was very, very important that we talked about pufferfish. So he sent that image to me, and I immediately put it up in the stream. And then this week, I wrote underneath it, pufferfish, just in case anyone was confused. Clearly, you were not. What does it want? What do any dead pufferfish with googly eyes and a sombrero want? To breathe life again. This game is weird about warm clothes. It was in a permanent summer biome and still said I need to wear clothes. I see... I think it just pops it up sometimes. If Penge is up near Boston, I know a guy who only does lower half above the legs tattoos. Really? Because I'm in that area and I don't know that man. I probably best that I don't. Wait a minute, I'm really happy I don't know what that man. Never mind. The pufferfish is there because pufferfish, exactly, yeah. If you'd seen the pufferfish, yeah, I don't remember why it came up. We're talking about weird gifts. That was it. That was it. The weird coffee mugs led to the pufferfish, and now there's a pufferfish in the chat, in the stream, rather, all the time. It was the worst present he'd ever received. Worst? Well, weirdest, certainly. Weirdest. Is this, Ambrosia's almost done. Wouldn't mind that. Ramirez, what do you think you're off to go do? Oh, more fire. Yay. Actually, that one was important. I'm glad you got rid of that one. That was on one of our cables. And then what are you off to go do? You're probably going to go beat more fires out because we have lots of fires right now. This should be ending soon. It really, really should be ending soon. Let me check that quest again. It's the 1st of September at this point. And this was started 9.6 days. Yeah, this should... I feel this should be ending momentarily, basically. Momentarily. Is the fish blessed above all other fish in Todd's sight? No, Red Fusion. Todd enjoys all fish. All fish are equal in his sight. Because fish are really cool in their own way. Especially pufferfish. Not so much maybe when they're dead and have googly eyes and a sombrero. And just to be clear, Red Fusion, that's a real pufferfish. A real dead pufferfish. Right there. That's not a toy pufferfish. That's not a stuffed pufferfish. That's not any kind of imitation pufferfish. That is a real dead googly-eyed sombrero-wearing pufferfish. Isn't blessed by Todd because it's a fish, dead fish. Would you ever want to eat pufferfish? We had that conversation. Apparently they could be toxic. So I'm going to go with a hard pass on that. They're not necessarily toxic, but they could be toxic. So short answer, no. Jason, welcome, welcome, welcome. You only have a minute. That's okay. That's a minute you get to hang out, and we are very, very happy you're here. I am very happy you're here. Even if it's only for a minute. That is just fine by me. Glad you're here. How long is this throne going to take, Ramirez? Oh, actually not very much longer. Neat. Okay. Do I have that quest still active, by the way? The venerated machine. No. No, I don't really want to deal with that. No. Okay, so now I need like a quest to deal with getting more honor. Do I have any of those right now? Chicken sitting. I didn't pick honor. I picked gold. Sensible choice, I think. Sensible choice for that. Can I still give this to someone yet? Can I give it to Amon? I can assign it to Amon. Alright, well, we've got a throne. There we go. We've got one throne. So, Amon, good job. You're not actually... Nobody cares that you have a throne room at this point, but, you know, do your thing. Are we getting any more wood in the near future, guys? Because, yeah, we got tons of wood, guys. Inspired surgery. Feng. Yeah, but Feng, you're actually not really that good at that. No, it's only a medical 4. I'm probably not going to use that because even with 4, Inspired is not going to be that great. Your chance of success will be doubled, so basically you're going to have a medical of 8. Still not that good. I really enjoy being able to stop by and talk to you all. Thank you. We enjoy you being here. I had a sombrero seashell cat playing a guitar, but no one wanted it. You drink remarkably little coffee given that you have CoffeeCam. I drank it all, Agent MOR. It's long gone. Long gone. It's gone within the first 20 minutes, and then we just stare at the mug. That's the real Dadaist beauty of CoffeeCam. And I've decided that CoffeeCam is in fact Dadaist. All right, it is anti-art. I'm a big fan of the Dadaist movement. I think it was a great anti-art movement, and there's some fantastic things that came out of the Dadaists. And I've decided that CoffeeCam is Dadaist. Go look it up. Go Google that. Kitty Coffee Cup Fire, and I really mean that. We all really mean that. There's nothing better than Kitty Coffee Cup Fire. In that order, actually. Yeah, so Feng, we're probably not going to worry too much about your inspired surgery, because even with you being better at it, you're still pretty terrible at it. I wish Twinkie could set fire to things, then I could get Twinkie load that up. Oh, I do see we're getting some fine meals going on, though, now that Feng's cooking like a maniac. Good. About time. And we got the cooler up. Okay, good. I'd like to drop this a little bit, get it a little bit chillier in there. I want those frozen, not just refrigerated. Yeah, you missed coffee again, Ancient MOR. You got to roll in the first 20 minutes to actually see any real coffee. After that, it's just a Dadaist mug. I think pufferfish in its own way. No, if this was going to be... I want to say it's Dadaist as it is now, but I could make that more Dadaist by making the title, lamppost or something. Dadaism can be anything and everything between absolutely stunning and, well, the exact opposite of that. But isn't that itself Dadaist? Isn't that the great thing about Red Fuchsia? The fact the coffee cup is there is enough. Exactly. Exactly. It's like the great Dadaist sculpture lobster telephone. That was just genius in its own way. You could pretend to drink coffee, yeah, but there's still be little drops of cold coffee at the bottom, and then it might go in my mouth, and I'd be sad. Not such a fan of the Dadaists, mainly because they had a beef with my man William Carlos Williams. Okay. I mean, you've got without the Dadaists, you don't have the Surrealist movement, and that is my favorite artistic movement, genre, if you will. So without the Dadaists, prior to that, you wouldn't have had the Surrealists develop. So yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I like the idea and the concept of anti-art, and I think CoffeeCam is purely Dadaist. Purely Dadaist, because you're looking for one thing and you get the exact opposite of it. Coffee is coming to Animal Crossing. The game's had pufferfish since day one. Okay, good. So long as pufferfish are alive somewhere, even if it's only in Animal Crossing. What are we doing in RimWorld? Should I do things? I should probably do things. Wolf, I just want to check in on you guys. How are you doing? You have a permanent gunshot injury. We'll maybe work with that. Nidge, come here. How's your health? Yeah, your right hand has been destroyed. If you join us, I'll wait. I was going to staple something onto you, but you're a body purist. No, you're the tortured artist. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, I can totally work with that. All right, and you're not really very happy with your ideology. Wolf, how is your recruitment going? 10.5. Oh, the weather control thing is over. Yay! Good. Bye, Jason. Thank you. I hope you'll see you in the next one. Mr. Willow just brought me coffee from Starbucks. Excellent. That is good. I haven't had Starbucks in ages. I don't remember the last time I had Starbucks. We actually have a better place across the street from us, a smaller independent coffee, and they have way better coffee. Their coffee is so good. It's like my special treat. Once a year I get coffee from there. It's just so amazingly good. Don't know why. It's just really, really good. I believe that one video Dave made where he was a painter and did his interpretation of consciousness, which is red line. It was actually not a red line. I believe it was a dot. Yes, I believe it was a dot. Yeah, that was Such Art. Really fun game. I was surprised at the non-reaction to that. I mean, this is all just throwing things against a wall and hoping something sticks, but I actually had a lot better hope for that game. I think many people were surprised by, like, wow, very few people watched that. I thought that was going to go over great. That was going to be fantastic. I was actually, like, hoping to do a whole bunch of stuff with that game. It just sort of died on the vine. Don't like Starbucks. I really don't care one way or the other about Starbucks. But I don't dislike nice coffee. If I've got the access to nice coffee, I will have it. But I don't need it. I will also drink 3-day-old gas station coffee without even trying hard, and happily do so if I need to. My favorite artistic moment is I have no idea, not really know the names of these things. We have better coffee houses too, but Starbucks has a drive-through. Well, the better coffee place that we have is quite literally across the street from us, so it is a 10-second walk, basically, to get there. Starbucks is an hour and 20 minutes away. How did that work? I thought everyone was legally obligated to have a Starbucks within 10 minutes of wherever they are. 10 walking minutes, by the way. Walking minutes. Anything can be a drive-through. I watched someone do that at a convenience store. Just kind of drive right through it. This nice old lady who mistook the brake for the gas and just barreled right on through. It wasn't pretty. Well, actually, it didn't do too much damage. It just kind of, I want to say it dented the wall. Did way more damage to her car than anything else. But after that, they put up those big metal posts in front, which made it way easier. Hollow space behind the throne room could be a valuable object stockpile. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I've got plans for that. Actually, I'm just noticing now there's a tiny bit more steel that I want to get out of there. I just want to get all the good stuff out, and then I'll start smoothing out the walls and making it into a real room. No, it could definitely be a stockpile. I could put all my money up there. Money, the silver, the gold, the jade, anything else could go live up there. We live so far away from our house. No Starbucks here. Really? No Starbucks. I'm okay with that. Frankly, as long as you've got coffee, that's okay. If you're saying to me, no, Dave, there's no coffee here. Then the Caribbean has just become off limits to me. But I'm pretty sure you guys have coffee. I've taken a cruise through there, and I do distinctly remember getting coffee at some point. My least favorite artistic genre is whatever that was which the cultist painted with his body. Yes, I imagine it is. I imagine it is. Again, legal representation. We'll make sure that doesn't happen in the future. Starbucks isn't Starbucks, and leave someone in there on their laptop writing a novel or a screenplay and looking very entitled about it too. And here's what they're doing, Currents, later in the day games. Here's what they're doing. They have their screen tilted so they make sure that you can see over their shoulder. Now they act like they don't want you to see over their shoulder, but they make sure you can see over their shoulder and see that they're writing a novel or a screenplay or, God help us all, poetry. There's nothing worse than a Starbucks poet. Nothing worse than that. So yeah, it's the sense of entitlement, which is odd because Starbucks is just such a very high corporate chain that I can't imagine anyone feels really, really cool hanging out in a Starbucks. Maybe way back in the day they did, but come on, this thing is McDonald's of coffee. That's all it is. You come to my area, I can immediately think of 4 way cooler coffee, 5, I just thought of 6 way cooler coffee places that have better coffee and are way more hip to hang out in. Way more hip. Does Neoethics have a cult regalia for the leader? Not yet. Before Mr. Mel and I were a thing, I didn't drink coffee. He made me by slipping me a cup every morning, whether I wanted it or not. Well, that is kind of how it happens. In a weird way, I was forced to drink coffee, too. I won't tell the story, because there are personal details in there that I'd prefer not to reveal. I reveal enough of myself. But no, in a weird way, I was forced to drink coffee, too. And then you realize it's God's last gift to the earth, and you drink it all the time. Do you think Starbucks or McDonald's has weirder locations? I mean, there's a McDonald's you can only reach by snowmobile. I'm sure they're going to park a Starbucks right next to it. That person writing a novel could be me, although I do lowbrow arch history research in a comic book. It's the sense of entitlement, A. Smith. So long as you're not smug about it, knock yourself out. I don't know where there is a Starbucks here, except in the airport. There will be, Agent MOR. There will be. Don't worry. You'll wake up tomorrow, there'll be a Starbucks right across from your house or something. There absolutely will be. Again, I have nothing personal against Starbucks. I really don't. I don't care. Their coffee is fine. I find it a little bitter, and there's better places I can get coffee. But it's the corporate McDonald's of coffee. I don't know why we all think this is so hip and cool anymore. Maybe 10 years ago it was hip and cool, but now it's basically Dunkin' Donuts but overpriced. Dunkin' Donuts is very basic, lowbrow, blue-collar coffee in my neck of the woods. It's about half of the U.S. is Dunkin' Donuts, half of it is Krispy Kreme, never the twain shall meet. There is technically a Krispy Kreme up here, but I don't know, I feel it's going to get firebombed at any moment. Are there even so many people writing screenplays in Starbucks? I've never seen these people over there and says they are. I generally, if you walk into a Starbucks, you're basically going to find at least a couple of people with a laptop, mostly because they give you free Wi-Fi. That's the thing. They're going to give you the free Wi-Fi. So, I mean, I have taken my laptop to Starbucks. There was a time, I forget why it was, back in my previous career, when there was something weird with our Wi-Fi at the house. It was just like it would go on and off and on and off and on and off, and nobody could really diagnose. I think we actually ended up having to call the company over to do something, and I had to take my laptop over to Starbucks for the free Wi-Fi because I needed to get work emails done. So, yeah, it might have been me, although I assure you I was not writing a screenplay. I was answering emails on contracting questions, so not as exciting. McDonald's is cheap. Starbucks costs too much. Agreed. Again, if I'm going to pay, more than I might be comfortable with for coffee, I'm going to go to a much better coffee place. And Mrs. Dave and I have one, quite literally across the street. It is 10 seconds away. 10 seconds. So we would just go there. Had Dunkin' Donut today, but an actual donut, not coffee. Yeah, see, here's the thing, Kat. There's where the rivalry is. It's not in the coffee. It's in the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme donuts are two very, very different animals. And you talk about all the things that we fight over in America, and we fight over a lot of things. The one thing we will never ever come to terms with is the Krispy Kreme people and the Dunkin' Donut people, because those are two very, very different donuts, extremely different donuts. They are both donuts, but they are done in extremely different ways. And you either like one or the other. I've never met a person in my life who likes both. Never, ever happened. Nobody has ever said, yeah, I could go either way on that. That's fine. No. You either say, I am 100% Krispy Kreme, or I am 100% Dunkin' Donuts. It's not even Dunkin' Donuts anymore. They renamed themselves like Dunkin' or something. They took the donuts out of the title. But yeah, that is never the twain shall meet. Never the twain shall meet. Most small places do have free Wi-Fi now. You're right. Yep. See, Willow's Dunkin' Donuts over Krispy Kreme. Yep. It's spelled with K's, I believe. It's very Germanic in its spelling. Lived in the South, only had Krispy Kreme. Yep. It is a regional thing. It's like one half of the country is Dunks and one half is regional. Bye, thank you. Bring Mr. M back, please. Try not to punch him in the throat like all the time. All the time. Just maybe not as much throat punching as you may traditionally do around the M household. Dunkin' Donuts are nice. Never had the other. I should maybe try. It's basically pure sugar in a donut shape. Yeah, so Dunkin' Donuts have a consistency to them. It's what I consider to be a traditional donut. It's very doughy. It's got meat to it. Not real meat. When you bite into that, you feel like you got something. I bite into a Krispy Kreme donut, and I feel like it just dissolves in my mouth in pure sugar. Like there was nothing in it. It was just a donut-shaped piece of sugar that just dissolved in my mouth. There's no meat to it. I don't feel like I'm getting anything out of it. And the sweetness, wow. Like, it's almost sour. It's so sweet. Like, your mouth just goes, oh, my God, that was like 8,700 pounds of sugar in my mouth. So I'm not a big Krispy Kreme fan. I am a Dunks person, and never the twain shall meet. Again, you want to start a real war in the States, ask someone to define barbecue. True that. But I would say, and actually, it's not even a war with the Krispy Kreme Dunks thing. It's just that neither is going to agree. Neither is going to change the other one's mind. A Dunks person is not going to say, you know what, I've actually eaten enough Krispy Kreme donuts. I like these. Never going to happen. Same with the Krispy Kreme folks. It's all sugar. Yeah, it's all sugar, Willow. It's pure sugar. A 9-year-old who is the equivalent of many children in the house. It's taken me 3 years to write 50 pages. Fair. If you cleared out the empty bedroom south of the freezer, you could vent it to the freezer. Hang on. The empty bedroom south of the freezer. Okay, yes, got that. All right. You could vent it to the freezer, then the storage sarcophagi in there, and freeze any dead colonists for resurrection. Could do that. I could do that. I'm kind of keeping that in play for one of the next prisoners who gets recruit. I've got, it's nice that I have extra bedrooms so they're not going to need to fuss. But I do have, at this point, 3 bedrooms that are not being used. I also like having extra bedrooms in case we get one of those refugee quests again. They can all just move right in because they love it if they don't have to sleep in a barracks. It's an easy way to keep them happy. Glenn, welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a Krispy Kreme. It was very exciting when it opened. We were like, the UK are not any other options. No, the UK aren't a donut folk, really. They're not as into donuts. It's unfortunate that you got Krispy Kreme instead of Dunks. When I went to Germany, I was so excited. I walked out of the hostel on the first day, and right across the street is a Dunks. Oh God, this is paradise. Right across the street from the hostel I was staying at is a Dunkin' Donuts. And it's all the same. All I had to do was figure out how to order it in German. And the sugar packets were different, though. That was weird. That was very, very weird. I didn't like their sugar packets. I didn't enjoy it at all. But yeah, Dunkin' Donuts right across the street. All right. It's getting to be about that time. I think I need to let you people go on and do far, far more important things with your day than listening to this ridiculous nonsense. I am going to check out of here. I'm going to go get a shower, go get something to eat, and just reflect on how awesome you guys are. Every single weekend I come here and I do this, and I love doing this for you guys. I have so much fun. This is like the highlight of my week every week, and you never, ever, ever disappoint me. I love doing this for you. I hope you guys enjoy it. I will, hopefully by next week I'll have cropped out pufferfish and made this more blatant, and I'm working on M's thing. I'm working on a thing, but I want it to be right. I want it to be right. It's got to be perfect for you guys. I want it to be the best it can possibly be. But I am going to go check out of here. I'm going to let you guys get on with the rest of your weekend. Thank you so very, very much for doing this. Thank you so very, very much for doing this. I love doing this. I will see you next week. Thank you again.